The Joplin Light? The Joplin Light? What? Joplin fucking Light.
When you're not looking through this, sometimes you got to strain to see it.
Yeah.
But yet on here, you can still...
Okay, it's got two lights again. Wait a minute. One little one. Wait, maybe three. Hang on.
Spooktacular. The Will-O-Wisp. The floating balls of light. The communication from another dimension right here in Missouri. Joplin Spooklight. The Joplin Light isn't a phenomenon that just seeks this area. Across the country, across the world, these balls of light have been seen throughout history in weird circumstances in parts of the world that you wouldn't think anything should be or would be at all. So we're going to go down to Joplin, we're going to see what's going on, the stories, the lore. You've heard it, you've seen it, and we're about to try to go videotape it ourselves. From St. Mary's Ghost to Illabelle Wallace to the Native American Trail of Tears that are in the area, the speculation has gone on what this light could be or what it could represent. In 1946, because of the influx of sightings and reports in the area, going back to the 1880s and even before then, before we could document anything, the Marine Corps came out and did some experience and studies on the area. Their releasings and findings were non-conclusive, or that's what they say, but I'll tell you what, there is a story here, there's evidence here, and what it is to be determined and maybe to be evaluated. The whole area in the region seems to have some sort of connection with this light and sightings of the sorts, whether it be from Hornet, Missouri, Devils Promenade Bridge, near Miami, Oklahoma. This whole general area has some very eerie, special connections, and I really want to go figure out what this is about, what the source is coming from, and if there's anything we can actually learn from this, or just have our minds grow and just maybe think about things in a way we haven't before. And when you look back in history and see how us here in Missouri, we don't have any Native American tribes or reservations or nothing like that still. Same with Kansas next to us, and that's actually because we signed a bill with Kansas, Missouri and Kansas, and Oklahoma agreed to this, where we signed and pushed all of our Native Americans to Oklahoma. So it's kind of creepy. It kind of gives you a headspace of what has happened through that area and region, and just even before that, I mean, the South was the times of slavery. That there's been so much pain and so much to learn from throughout those times. I think we've kind of lost touch with that in some circumstances. I think we need to, as much as we want to brush it off and act like things never happened, I think it's best we embrace what we've done in the past as a species, and we learn from that, because otherwise history will repeat itself. Hank Rodden actually got this light on film for the whole city to see. The light flashing colors on air, and you can see this footage on YouTube.
Today we are really experiencing the spook light. It's right up there behind me. It's up in the air, actually, Philip. Can you see it there? That little bright light up there. Yeah. When we first got here, a little before 5, we were setting up. Nothing was going on, and then all of a sudden we look back and over to the left. To the right of us, excuse me, we started seeing something.
Because that's the first time I actually got intrigued. It wants to expose itself when it's ready and when it feels comfortable. So it was comfortable around Hank, and it was comfortable with the things they were doing. And I believe that's a sign. If you want something, you go get it. And of course, something to note is this area has gone under improvements and construction within the last decade or two. So I don't believe that will interfere with the light. I know a lot of people say it does and has some sort of disconnection when we start building and stuff, but I believe nature is nature. We are nature creating more nature. So I believe the more we evolve, the more the light's going to show us itself in ways we can understand and comprehend it.
Okay.
Wow.
Okay, now it's got one ahead of it. Now it's getting really, really bright.
Local rumors have it that surrounding the State Street Road near Joplin, Missouri, the houses of the local residents are surrounded with metal poles to keep off the light or whatever electro field interference away from their house. Now, I don't know if this is true. This has been on some of the other YouTube videos and research I've come across. They say that there's these poles that deter whatever it is away. I'm not sure if this is the case, but if it is, I'm really interested to go see for myself. Not no North Pole, not a South Pole, we're talking house poles. So let's see what the real story is behind them and if there's anything to it at all. Because if so, what are the poles doing to deter the light? Are there poles set up around the world that we don't know about doing the same thing for other kind of things? And there's just so many questions to be asked, and no one knows to ask the questions if we don't know if the information isn't present. So let's hope to find out and see what this is all about, from the poles to the light to the whole expedition. I'm Ryan Fargo with Flucker Lifestyle. Come along as we discuss what others are scared to. And just like that, guys, I'm in Lebanon, Missouri. I'm about an hour 40 away. Had to stop, get my skate in real quick, and I'll tell you what, it is hot as fluck out there. I didn't know it was 98 degrees. Probably feels like 110. Gosh, it's gonna be as red as my head, man. I have some lotion here, so after I got done skating, I just drenched myself in it, trying to prevent myself from shedding. So fingers crossed that worked. But we're about an hour 40 away from the Joplin Spooklight State Line Road. Hopefully we find a good spot right off that main road that you see all over YouTube and the web, where it's in the distance there. So hopefully we can find a spot right off that road. I brought some chairs, the tripod, a blunt. I'm gonna offer the blunt to the entities, or just the good spirits, see what happens, and hopefully we catch something great, guys. Fingers crossed, and thanks for coming with. So let's go ahead and shoot the shit. Joplin Spooklight. Ladies and gentlemen, we made it. Right here behind me is the road that the famous phenomenon has occurred on multiple times, on the news station, on multiple other witnesses' cameras, all over the internet and in person throughout the community for as long as they can remember. I want to shout out Gabe, that was at Pilot Travel Stop. She helped me out with the instructions on how to get here, wrote it down on the back of a receipt. I'll tell you what, it was pretty easy. A couple turns and I was here. I'm just excited to see what tonight brings. You know, she was saying this came from a lore about an old Native American couple whose kid jumped off a cliff into a river to kill herself. But I did some research, and you know, these lights and sightings have been happening and occurring all the time, all over the world, different spots. This is just one of them. And the Buddhists used to refer to these as the form realm, which is a being made of or possessed by light. And I believe whatever energy you bring to that, it'll bring to you. So today I'm here with positive energy, giving out great energy, hoping to receive something fantastic, and I hope you guys are here to see it with me. I'm just excited. She said the cops kind of cracked down on this now, hanging out here, videotaping, camping, since they paved the roads and stuff. And I don't know when they did that, because these are potholed up already, so had to be a while ago. But we're going to find a spot. I got my Prius ready to go, camp mobile out. We're going to set up shop, and we're going to do this thing all night tonight and see what we can catch on film. I'm just excited. 4.5 hour drive from St. Charles, Missouri. We're here. As you can see behind me, there's a brand new looking cell tower. So I don't know if that's going to interfere or not. I don't think so. But just fascinating. I didn't expect to see a giant cell tower right here. Yeah, I didn't know what to expect coming out here since the roads were paved and stuff, but I'll be damned when there's a few businesses on this road. Down at the end, there's a little auto shop. Pretty sure there's a tavern if you go one road over. This place has become pretty industrialized. So rumor has it the light's still here. And I mean, if you're bringing the power, I'm sure it's gonna try to power off you as well. So I hope to spawn something today. I'm not sure what direction we're gonna be, where we're gonna be situated at yet. Maybe probably one of these spots, just because it's where you can pull off at. They don't have pull-offs anymore. So we're gonna find some sort of cutout where we can set up the camera. Got my electric magnetic field reader. I guess we can do some readings. I'm not sure. The problem is I thought there was going to be some pullouts and stuff still available. I didn't think the cops were going to be an issue or nothing like that. So when Gabe said that from Pilot, I'm really thankful she did, so I could keep my eyes peeled and kind of try to duck off kind of where you can't see me from the road. That would be prime. Otherwise, we're just going to see what we can do tonight. I don't know why the police would have a problem with me doing this. I mean, this vlog is great. I mean, it's great for the community. It's great for YouTube. It's great for the global economy. Like, I mean, this is great. So I hope something happens tonight, and I hope maybe the police don't bother us. This should be a good time. The Joplin Spooklight apparently used to be the go-to spot for the locals in the area, and people from nearby towns. They'd come party it up out here. They'd park their cars, get lit, watch the Spooklight, and have a great time. It's almost like they don't want you to come do this for whatever reason. I'm so excited to be here. So is this giant cell tower. We're gonna see what we can find tonight. The phenomenon, I can feel it in the air. I can feel it all around. We're gonna see something great. If not, I hope I do on my own, even if it's not on camera. You know, just a solo mental reset. Every time I do these vlogs, I come to a nice paranormal. I don't like using the word paranormal because it's normal. It's just a different kind of reality with ours. I don't like using those words, so we're gonna change that to I'm a reality interpreter. And every time I go do these things, like check out the Momo Monster, Skinwalker Ranch, we go to these places, and or I do, and it takes about a month or two to even process everything that just happened. And just because it's so much, whenever you like, I know some people that aren't there, maybe you haven't watched the footage, it's like you run into people, you talk to scientists, you see things with your own eyes that kind of just like press your brain away you never thought before. So you have to recalibrate a little bit before you come back and do it again. And that's exactly, it's been about, fuck man, it's been a while. I had long hair in my last vlog. Like, it's probably been 6 months to a year since I went and looked for the Momo Monster, and I'm set. I've been recalibrated, and I'm ready to see something great, man. I've just been feeling great lately. Good outlook on life. And tonight I'm asking for a bunch of things, man. Health, wellness, love, abundance. I just appreciate being here, and I hope we can find something great tonight. Right here behind me, the sleep machine, the vlog bandit, the next to fluck it up. That's all I got. I thought I was gonna say something smart there, but hey, check it out. This thing's a mess right now, but look at this. I got the sleep machine ready, blankets, mattress, you know, clothes, laptop, tackle box, fishing rod, blunt. You know, we're set, dude. Like, whatever happens tonight, wherever it takes us, we're gonna find a spot to set up camp. If for some reason the police come and say we can't do this, it's America. This is no one's property. We should be able to do this. It's not China, so we should be able to do this. But if it is, we're gonna go over to Devils Promenade Bridge, which I scoped out a couple weeks ago, and they have a great camping spot pretty much under the bridge, so tucked away so no one can see. So that is last case resort, but it is there just in case. I think we'll be good here tonight, but we're just gonna feel it out. Dang it, dang it, dang it. Okay, so the first people just came back from this road behind me here. They pulled up, they're just like, hey, how you doing? I'm like, oh, good, man. You guys heard of the Joplin Spooklight? It was an older couple, both had some beers in their hand, good old Americans. And they're like, oh, we've heard of it. We've heard of it. Is that what you're looking for? I was like, yeah, that's what I'm looking for. They're like, sir, I hope you find what you're looking for, man. You have a great night. I was like, you as well. It's just crazy, because residents around here know about it, or they just don't. You know, it's a hit or miss thing, and it tends to be the trend with all of these paranormal spots, like Louisiana, Missouri, Ballard, Utah, all these places. It's like some residents know, some don't even give a damn. It's just interesting to me, because how do you not? Today I think it's an important time we start integrating both science and spirituality, and I think professors and academics are actually starting to go that way anyway. And now we're kind of opening our eyes back up, realizing the picture is so much bigger than we could ever imagine. It's not just relativity and quantum mechanics, it's
there's a whole aspect to life that you can't really see with the naked eye, and it takes a lot of studying, investigating, and research to figure out what's going on. And I think we're starting to do it. We got people like Bobby Azarian, Brian Greene. We're just trying to figure out what's going on in reality, and I think that's a very important thing to do. But I think it's also important that we remember what we are, where we started, why we're here. We don't really know why we're here, but I know why we're here. I mean, look at what we built. I mean, look at the earth. We've created something magnificent. The human species is a hell of a thing, and we're just going to keep learning and growing with time. And I think in the next 20 years we'll probably start being a space-bearing civilization, which that's a whole moral contemplation in itself of what ethics we want to bring out there. What's going to happen to us, who's going to be going out there representing us into the cosmos. I mean, that stuff is science fiction. It's finally come reality, and I'm so thankful to be a part of it in my lifetime. I don't know if I'll be able to go to space in my lifetime, but I know damn well by the end of it, it's going to be possible, maybe even Mars. So it's just crazy. We're in step one of just an endless amount of stages for the human race, and I'm just stoked. Because we don't even know, like, our imagination is one thing, but reality itself, it's almost crazier than anything you can imagine. Moon Sprite, popping out now. Hola, moon. It's just wild. Every time I come to one of these spots, I don't know if it's just because it's already in my head or what, I always just get overwhelmed with emotions. I'm not much of an emotional guy, but thinking about humanity and coming to these kind of spots always gives me a little water-eyed. Makes me realize how thankful I am to be a part of this, you know what I mean? See? Alright, you guys, the sun is starting to set even more than it was before. I'm excited to see what happens when it does. We got the other camera set up. I have my phone, so what I did was just set it up behind me here, and it's over the field, so I'm just gonna leave that recording there all night, because I think that's a really good spot away. It's not pointing towards the cell towers or any of the poles. It's just an open field, and I'm probably gonna have my camera more focused on the street and fields on the other side. So we're just gonna have both cameras going. 2 angles, better than 1. Every time I stop recording, the best things happen. And that's just how it tends to be with the universe. But Barbara just stopped by, and she actually lives in this house you can see on the hill. She came down and was talking about the Spooklight, and she said she's never seen it, but I asked her if she's ever looked for it. She's like, I've never looked for it. I was like, then what? You can't say that. She's like, oh, you're right, yeah. She told me where to go, and then she started telling me all about the lore and everything, so she knows. She just hasn't went out and looked. Her husband used to come out here, and they said on the way back, the roads used to be filled like a wall. So you'd be driving right down the middle, bumper to bumper with cars on each side, because people were just hanging out, drinking beer, bonfires, watching the Spooklight or trying to find it. What the hell, man? That is so cool. And now they have so much construction. They redid everything. You don't even have a spot to do that at. Like I said, it's kind of like they're trying to deter you from doing that. And now I'm wondering if the police story is kind of the same thing as well, because she was awesome. And the other couple I met earlier was fantastic as well. So let's just keep it rolling. See what happens when the sun sets, you guys. I'm excited. I love meeting the good people out here, because that's the best part of this. You meet people you never thought you would, whether it be at Pilot gas station, the owner of this house, people driving down the road. They're just interested. They're intrigued. This is a rumor they grew up with their whole life. Half these people seen it, half of them haven't. They're excited to see me out here doing it. She's like, you drew 4.5 hours to do this? I was like, yeah, I did. She said, oh my gosh, well, I don't think you're going to see it, but I hope you do. And I do too, and fingers crossed, because I'm bringing good energy. I'm thankful to be here, and I'm just grateful. So let's see what happens, you guys. The sun's probably going to set in the next hour, because she was telling me there's another road, East 40, that is where the Spooklight hangs out more. She was saying this is Spooklight Road, like this is actually called Spooklight Road, East 50 Road, but she was saying on 40, same deal, but the light kind of hangs out there more now. And I was like, dude, if you never look for this, you know a lot. You know what I'm saying?
Lights out at the Burger Grill and Bar, smoking, leaning on the hoods of cars. Far above stirs up the Milky Way.
Spooklight, Spooklight, Spooklight. Hey, there was some sacrifice. That fall was a sacrifice for the Spooklight. I wish I got. Yo, I honestly have no idea how I just didn't get sliced like a fucking butchery. This ground is brutal. I'm so thankful to it. Dude, I just did that for a freaking iPhone clip. Ah. Damn. Ah, man. What doesn't kill you makes you stronger. So, earlier I was like, man, I don't know how long this road has been here, but it seems like it's been here forever. Barbara, I forgot to say, when she came down, told me it's been paved for about 10 years now. And I'll tell you what, it looks like it. Potholes everywhere. So this road isn't new by any means, but it isn't old by any stretch of the imagination either. 10 years is a big gap. I think we're gonna have a good turnout tonight. I just feel great. Let's go.
Rising from the July day, and everybody drive down to the Spooklight swamp. The ghost light quivers, the devil stomps.
Take me to your leader.
Floats above the railroad track and trees, like a ball of lightning on a summer breeze. And no one can touch it.
Night is setting
No one
in.
can track it down.
Just gotta wait and see what the earth
Come
has in
some
store.
evenings when the moon goes down.
You know, back in the day, they had a little jingle for this called "Come See the Spooklight
Makes your
Tonight."
hair
It's like a
rise,
meta.
makes a
Try to put it in while I'm showing you this right now.
sets a chill down in your skin and bone.
Set up shop around the edge of the road. A couple more people went down further. Got this whole spot to myself. Decided just to kick it here tonight. About an hour. Light up this blunt. Offer it to the beings. See what happens. Shoosh! All right, we're here, chilling, vibing, keeping our eyes peeled for the Spooklight. I think it's about blunt 30. Do a little offering. Sharing is caring, and see what happens. Just fired up some slap and tickle. Slap Miss Silly and tickle my willy.
be the ghost of some old Indian camp, or a miner's lantern swinging in the damp. Forever warning that there's danger more. Maybe some old gunfire from the Civil War. When it burns away, we all head back to town and breathe the cricket air and a hoot owl sounds. Gun our cars out where the road is dry, and keep a watch out on the southern sky. Did someone see a ghost walk through the room?
We're gonna wake up in about 3 hours and go for round 2, see if we can catch it in the act.
Someone see a vision in the moon? Can grown men see the things that children know? The spook lights rising down by Neo's shore.
Woo! Rise and grind this morning. Last night hung around till all hours of the night, 1:30, walking around the Spooklight Road, trying to find some sort of light, see something. Unfortunately, nothing came to pass, but that is okay. It wasn't meant to be tonight. I might have to stay one more, just trying to wing and ding it right now. I set the alarm, I only got 3 hours of sleep. I set the alarm for 4:30 so I could wake up and see if I catch anything this morning. Unfortunately, just like last night, didn't see anything. So came up in Seneca Mode now. Just hit the gas station, grab some Swishers, some water. About to go up to Double D's Cafe in Joplin Mo, so see how that is. Grab some biscuits and gravy because that shit was sounding fuego right now. And I guess I'm gonna go skate. And then from there, I'm gonna kind of figure out if I'm gonna stay one more night or not. So let's go ahead and see what happens, you guys. Chewy! I like my titties like I like my restaurants. Double D's. I guess we timed it perfect. I think the owners and them just opened up shop, so I'm gonna give them a second. But this place looks fire. Double D Cafe, got a little post up here. We're going with the flow, man. We're either gonna hit the skate park or we're gonna go at the Hornet, check out the Spooklight out there, because it's in a bunch of surrounding cities and towns as well. So we're just gonna decide where we're gonna hit now. So wake and bake. Alright, update. What's gonna happen today is I booked a room at the Riverbend Casino Hotel because they were throwing steals, clean rooms, been there before. Gonna do that, gonna go out and search for the light again tonight. And until then, I just skated the Joplin skate park and we're headed to Bonnie and Clyde's Joplin Mo hideout right now. So we're just gonna check out some cool places in the area until tonight, and then we're gonna go ahead and hit round 2. So let's go ahead and see what we can find. Alright, dude, just like that, within 6 minutes, because that is a serious number, we're at a serious place. Check it out. Dang, got Bonnie and Clyde's Joplin Hangout. That's right. Where Clyde shot his brother. Low-key flex. Wait, what? No. Check that out, man. That's dope. Still in good condition, too. It's pretty badass. Yeah, apparently this town's got a bunch of little stuff. I was talking to some people at the Double D's Cafe, so I got a couple places to go check out today. Wish you'd get in there, but that's really cool, man. Sweet.